Well, there's something going on overseas that you might not have caught last week. LIBOR is not exactly a household word, but it's a financial concept that impacts many of us consumers, especially those of us with mortgages. In today's Economic 360, U.S. Bank Vice President and Senior Portfolio Manager Mike Denneman and Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith discuss what exactly is LIBOR, why it matters, and what big changes are on the way. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Peg. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Good morning.
Well, as Peg says, LIBOR, the name sounds like it should be an act at Riverbend. What exactly is LIBOR?
Right. So, believe it or not, it's an acronym. Not like we have enough of those in the financial industry, right? And so it stands for the London Interbank Offered Rate, which is a mouthful, but the key word is the last one, rate, which tells us that we're talking about interest rates here. And so what began 30 years ago as a collaboration between London banks has evolved to where it's now one of the most important interest rate benchmarks in the world. So you could think of it not too dissimilar from the prime rate, which is a concept that most U.S. consumers are probably more familiar with, in that LIBOR is also used to set pricing for loans, CDs, mortgages, especially adjustable rate mortgages. So it does impact quite a number of U.S. consumers, whether they know it or not, although LIBOR has traditionally flown pretty much under the radar, although a lot of that changed back during the financial crisis when, unfortunately, LIBOR was at the center of a major financial scandal.
Okay, so LIBOR, now you got the word scandal. You got me. Talk more about that. What happened?
Scandal's never a good word, right? And so what happened during the financial crisis was, something that had been rumored for years about LIBOR became more evident, and that is that, unfortunately, it apparently is subject to some sort of, for lack of a better word, manipulation. And so, think back to the financial crisis, the market going all over the place, interest rates fluctuating, and so allegations began to come out that there were some traders who were colluding to move LIBOR in specific directions to benefit themselves. And so not a high point for LIBOR. It doesn't really inspire confidence when one of the world's primary interest rates is subject to manipulation. So partly because of that, we are where we are today. And as Peg said, out of the blue, we've found out there are some big changes here coming on the horizon.
Okay. And what kind of changes are you talking?
Yeah, well, probably the biggest change you could possibly have. And so in a nutshell, LIBOR is going away. Okay. And so they announced just a couple weeks ago that they were doing away with it. Clearly, that sent some shockwaves through the global financial industry. They did make some reforms to the system after the scandal, but at this point, they've decided to just go ahead and pull the plug. Recognizing, though, how entrenched it is worldwide, it's going to take some time. They're going to phase out through 2021. But still a whole lot of questions remain. What to do with all those financial instruments that are tied to LIBOR, not least these adjustable rate mortgages here in the U.S. Estimates of well north of $1 trillion tied to LIBOR, and so how that plays out, we're not sure. We've got some time.
So a big problem there, but a big problem here as well, because so much is connected.
Exactly. It's all interconnected, and so we don't know what the answer is, but we've got a few years to figure it out. So
good, and I know you'll be back to tell us how they figure it out, right?
We'll keep you posted.
All right, Mike. Thank you so much.